This can save your head. This can save your eyes. But if you dig near underground utilities, this can save your life. Call Gopher State 1 48 hours before you dig. A safety message from NSP.
Dick and Bert with you from the Metrodome, where the Mariners are trying to make it 3 in a row over the Twins, 4 in a row overall. Seattle leading 3-1.
Well, we've got an opportunity to isolate on the center fielder, Otis Nixon, how he sets himself up when Bob Tewksbury gets ready to throw here to Jeff Hewson. See Nixon getting down almost like a sprinter. And watching the ball go off the end of the bat, how he sets himself. And then we look at Ken Griffey Jr., how he sets himself up. A little more relaxed, a little more upright. But you can see both of them try to balance themselves for that first jump. And to be a good center fielder, you need that first jump, right, Ryan Lefevre? Something that Ryan never had.
Ryan played center field for the Gophers. I talked with Griffey today. I told him I couldn't ever remember him losing a ball in the ceiling here. And he said he did once, and it came years ago with the bases loaded. And he lost a ball in the ceiling, and he says center field for him isn't much of a problem here. He says he would never want to play left or right in this ballpark. But I was telling him the problems the Twins had last year with Rich Becker and the year before out there in center field. Kirby Puckett didn't have much of a problem, but it varies, I suppose, from player to player. But Griffey really hasn't had many misadventures out in center field here in this ballpark. Snapped his bat, and Rodriguez will cut in front of Cora. Clouds busted a couple of bats in tonight's game.
Well, I was told by the Seattle Mariner commentator, color analyst Ron Fairley, that Cloud is a type of pitcher that he's not afraid to pitch inside. Ball running in on Ron Coomer and breaking his bat.
Every out has been recorded, with the exception of 2 at-bats, on fly ball outs. There's 2 ground balls hit so far against Ken Cloud, 1 in Merced's first at bat. He bounced into a 6-4-3 double play. Another grounder here. That is a foul ball. That was a very close play. Two strikes to Orlando Merced.
Now going into with Merced up at the plate last night, did you get a ruling on that play on Slocum on the mound and how he tried to tag out Merced? And that being the home plate umpire's call, Durwood Merrill?
It is his call, and Tom Kelly's appeal was that Merced, by the rules, has to let the fielder attempt to catch the ball. In other words, Merced could not have run right down the baseline, or else interference would have been called and he would have been out.
Well, I saw the play again, and Slocum caught the ball in fair territory, really not near the first base line, maybe about 5 feet, and then he went to go tag him, and that's when Merced ran out of the baseline, and that's why Durwood Merrill said he was out. I thought it was a good call.
A strikeout of Merced for out number 2. And Cloud's second strikeout of the game.
Cloud with a fastball and a slider, just fastball. And look, good location. Knee high. As it crosses the plate, you see Dan Wilson catching it down.
Steinbach single to right his first time up, and he takes ball 1. Two and 0.
So far in this ball game, I've seen Ken Cloud, when he stays back and stays on top, he really has a good downward plane on his fastball. When he does try to rush it and push it, the ball straightens out like that right there, just a little high.
3-0 to Steinbach. Todd Walker's on deck.
I'm sure new pitching coach Stan Williams will have an opportunity to talk to Cloud about that downward plane. It's so important in pitching.
A 4-pitch walk, the third walk issued by Cloud. Have you gotten the sticks out yet? Well, of course, you're a Florida resident now.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're probably playing quite a bit.
I have 2 groups of sticks now. I have one here and one in Florida.
Do?
Yes.
Well, your Minnesota sticks haven't been used yet.
No, not yet.
The Midwest Team Golf Championship comes up tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Hazeltine against North Oaks on MSC.
I pick Hazeltine.
I don't know. That's going to be a closer match than the Scotland-Germany football game. I got Germany by 2 touchdowns tomorrow. 1 strike to Walker. He sent about a half dozen fouls down the left field line in his first at bat, and then with 2 strikes on him was able to pull something through the right side of the infield for a base hit.
Let's go back to that Germany football against Scotland. Are their fields the same as in the United States?
I have no idea.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it
Larry,
either.
have you seen it? He hasn't seen it either.
Well, that's why we have to watch tomorrow.
Well, Canadian football, I believe, isn't the end zone deeper or field is wider?
Yeah, I haven't watched any Canadian football either. 1-1 to Todd Walker. 2-1. Cloud with good numbers the first 3 innings, and then things start gaining on him second and third and fourth time through the lineup. 2-2 to Walker.
And I think a lot of it has to do with him when he does drop down and not really work on that downward plane and stay back. That's why his ERA is a little bit higher. Ball straightens out and then he gets hurt later in the game. And he's really pitching with only 2 pitches, a fastball and a slider.
Another nice block by Wilson. 3-2. With 2 gone, Steinbach will leave early.
Ken Cloud, only 23 years old. Made the jump from Double-A to the big leagues last year.
That ought to, if you are a AAA pitcher in the Seattle system, give you some indication as to where you stand in the organization. If they ignore the AAA pitchers, Walker down the left field line. How far can Steinbach run here? They're going to send him as Glenn Allen Hill bobbles the ball in the corner, and another good at bat for Walker. An RBI double. And the Twins are down by 1. I think we've seen evidence tonight of why Todd Walker has hit at every level prior to the major leagues.
He does a good job of going the other way. We saw him foul off these pitches in his first at bat. Here he lines it down the left field line, and with 2 outs, Terry on the move. Glenn Allen Hill having a little tough time picking it up, but there's old Motor right there. Whistle Dixie.
3-2 with the tying run at second and Pat Mears at the plate. Pat broke his bat, sent a little soft line drive to Rodriguez his first time up. Ball 1. It's only 270 feet, but you can get a little winded.
Ooh.
1-0 to Mears. Just wide of third. Durwood posing for any photographers who might be locked in on him.
I'll tell you what, he does enjoy umpiring.
You know, I
thought he made some great calls last night. Plate was about 4 feet wide.
And without naming names, I know you feel the same way I do. There are umpires in this league who just don't seem to enjoy being here. And
I'll name him. I mean,
no, don't do that. But you're right. That's one of the great things. He comes to the ballpark. He wants to have a good time.
Yep.
And as long as he does his job, hey, more power to him.
Yes.
1-1 to Pat Mears. Two and one.
Oh, nice to hear the crowd getting into this. Very good crowd tonight. Oliver family pack out in left field and center.
Twins trying to tie it up here. Two and two to Mears.
I think of that swing right there. Twins were trying to go ahead.
2-2 to Pat Mears. Pat has hit second in the lineup. He's hit ninth. Was told by Tom Kelly in spring training, look, I don't know where I'm going to hit you from one night to the other, so stay loose, and he has, hitting 400 this year. Over 400. Now a full count.
And when you're hitting good too, like Pat Mears is, he sees the ball real good. He'll lay off that pitch right there. So many times last year we saw Pat Mears chase that slider.
The key for Pat as he goes through the season, he just wants to have a consistent year instead of having a hot first month and then drop off sharply for a couple of weeks. Here's a 3-2 pitch. And this a good at bat for Mears so far.
Well, Dick, I think sometimes you can have good at bats but still make an out.
Oh, yeah.
What he's doing right now, he's making Ken Cloud throw a lot of pitches. We saw that from Todd Walker in his first at bat and then get a base hit to right field.
Another 3-2 pitch and another foul.
And you saw catcher Dan Wilson really sitting outside and Cloud really missing with that fastball up in the strike zone. Look how far Dan Wilson is sitting outside. Even though it's a 3-2 pitch, he's completely off the plate.
Yeah, Cloud missed the target by about 2 feet.
Two-one, and there's that little pinky again. Fastball away. Again, Dan Wilson sitting outside.
Now Wilson not flashing the target until very late. Is that because of the runner at second base?
He won't move until Cloud comes to the set position.
But he doesn't flash his glove up until Cloud is ready.
Right.
To deliver the pitch.
And there's three at the end. Throwing him two fastballs and tries a slider.
And Mears squibs it foul. But did you like your catcher to give you an early target, or did it make any difference to you?
I wanted him to set up as I came to the set position, and then as I was ready to pitch, then give me the glove. Because that's my end result, is that glove. And right here, what Dan Wilson's doing is he's going out to talk to Cloud. Cloud now has thrown 10 pitches to Pat Mears in this one at bat.
Pat Mears taking a page from Chuck Knobloch's book. That's what Knobloch was so good at, making the pitcher throw a lot of pitches. Twins are a base hit away, perhaps, from tying the game up. Another 3-2 pitch. And there's ball four. Well, not a at bat technically, but a good plate appearance for Mears as he fills first base. And Stan Williams is going to talk with his young right-hander.
Well, he's probably just coming out here to give him a little bit of breather. He threw 11 pitches to Pat Mears.
New in 1998. No, not one of Bert's ties. The Twins are offering fans a triple ticket offer. You can purchase tickets to 2 home games and get the 3rd game free. Game dates must be selected as one order at the time of purchase. Must purchase the same quantity and price level for each game. And we're speaking in broken sentences here. That's just the way the copy was handed to me. You can call 33 Twins or 1-800-33-TWINS for details. Do you understand what I just said?
No, that's why I started laughing.
I
Sorry.
think you can buy 3 tickets the same price for the price of 2. But you have to order them all at one time. You can't come to a game and then go back to the ticket window and say, hey, I had a good time. I want to pick up my other 2 games. And see what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. Here's Otis Nixon.
Another nice package.
1 strike. When you get to be Nixon's age, scouts can be cruel. I mean, they'll try to pick you apart and say, hey, I don't think he has it anymore. I don't know that scouts will ever come to that conclusion with Nixon, because I don't know how they'd tell. I mean, how do you tell whether he has his stroke anymore? He gives the funniest looking swings at the ball you'll ever see. 1-1.
I played with Otis Nixon in '85 with Cleveland, '84 and '85, and he's the same type hitter. He goes up there, he's almost like Mickey Rivers used to be. His feet are moving. He's already swinging and running at the same time. Just a slap type hitter. Wants to utilize that speed, and even at 39 years old.
1-2, a foul tip. How'd you like to be a hitting coach with Otis Nixon? Where do you start? It's as unorthodox an approach to hitting, but it's been effective. That's why he's been around as long as he has. If the good Lord gave you great speed, you'd be foolish not to use it. And Nixon has become the type of hitter he has needed to become. Up and away, 2-2. Just 10 major league home runs in over 4,500 major league at bats. Now a full count to Nixon with Lawton on deck. As was the case in the Walker at bat, Steinbach was able to leave early, and it really hurt Cloud that he ran the count to 3-2 before the double. Now both runners will be able to leave early here with runners at first and second, and 2 away, and Nixon fouls it away.
And one thing for Otis Nixon throughout his career, he doesn't walk a lot for a leadoff hitter. He has 4,516 at bats coming into this year, only 518 walks. And Ken Cloud right now trying to get through the 4th inning, already at 84 pitches.
There's ball 4. They are loaded. 35 pitches this inning alone. There's activity in the Seattle bullpen with Lawton coming up. And remember how this inning started? Coomer popped up. Merced struck out. Then the 4-pitch walk to Steinbach, and everything's kind of unraveled after that. It's the second time tonight that Nixon's walked. Left-hander Paul Spoljaric warming up. Lawton is homered and lined out to Griffey in center, so he's had a couple of nice swings against Ken Cloud tonight. Strike 1 on the inside corner.
Pretty good numbers with bases loaded. 6 for 14.
That was a dangerous pitch with the bases loaded. Because if Lawton's looking for something in the inner half, you can really get hurt by it. We'll see if they go back in there. Skied to center.
Can he lose it?
Twins leave the bases full, but they do score one in the fourth.
Our most powerful computers use trillions and trillions of ones and zeros to extract 200 horsepower from just 2.7 liters of aluminum, to balance the equation of driving comfort and driving exhilaration, to create abundant space within a slippery cab-forward shape. Then, with just 3 digits, we made it affordable. The new Dodge Intrepid. 34 trillion bytes to build it. $289 a month to lease it.
Saving money is child's play with help from Menard. Update your swing set with accessories from Hedstrom. They're all on sale. This swing seat is now only $4.99 and don't pay till next year. Put up fences and mailboxes easily with Stone Mason Instant Post Cement. No mixing, just pour and add water. It sets in minutes. Now just $3.99 a bag. Buy now and don't pay till next year during Menards Project Day.
Save big money at Menards.
We asked Catherine and David Martin to lend us their answering machine and try the US West voice messaging service. Catherine was thrilled because now she can talk on the phone and still get messages. David was delighted because now he can get messages without worrying about broken tapes or muffled messages. So it's no surprise that when we tried to return their old machine, they didn't seem a bit interested. US West. Life's better here.
Well, my Discover card statement reads like a wish list.
What?
Toys. I like toys. I love pinball machines. This will improve my golf game. It is unbelievable to me how fortunate I've been in my life, and I can't ask for anything more. Discover card cashback bonus, no competition.
It pays to Discover. To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-TO. Accepted where you see the Novus sign.
Very often in the game of baseball, numbers can tell you the story about how things are going. In terms of the pitch count, the number's very misleading.
For Bob Tewksbury, the first 4 innings of work needed 41 pitches, 31 for strikes. And for Ken Cloud, right now at 87 pitches, 49 for strikes.
He's thrown twice as many pitches as Tewksbury, yet he's the pitcher with the lead.
Yeah.
And has given up just 2 runs. Alex Rodriguez has a pair of singles. And Tewksbury starts him with a breaking ball over for a strike.
We started Rodriguez off in the 3rd inning with a breaking ball. There's another breaking ball. Went with a fastball and then a changeup that Rodriguez hit right back up the middle for his 2nd hit of the game. Now Tewks comes back and throws him 2 breaking balls. Let's see if he goes to a fastball in. We saw that home run that Rodriguez hit on Friday night. That ball was down and away. That was a good pitch by Rick Aguilera. Last night he got another hit on a ball down and away. Hit that double to right center. And sure enough, they're going inside.
The right center field and hit well. Merced can't make the play. And Rodriguez digs for 3rd. And he is in with a triple. Merced had a long run, and it looked like he almost got there.
I don't know if Merced saw this ball off the bat, but he ran in the right position. It's a mistake by Tewksbury. He needs to get that ball in more than that. And Rodriguez, we've seen his power to right field.
Almost looked like he overran the ball.
This ball looked like it almost hit him in the head. Almost looked like Merced was just running to the place that he thought the ball was going to land.
A leadoff triple here in the 5th, and now Junior Griffey comes to the plate. Twins playing the corners up. And it's ball 1.
Where's Durwood when we need him? That would have been a strike.
Griffey with a single and a fly ball to right. 12 of his 18 hits this year have been extra base hits, including 7 home runs. 2-0.
And as a pitcher, Bob Tewksbury, you don't want to walk Ken Griffey Jr. in this situation. You want to make him hit the ball, especially when somebody leads the inning off with a triple. Infield playing back, you pretty much know Seattle's going to score at least one run. You don't want a bigger inning.
3-0 to Griffey. You never concede runs, but being realistic, what are your chances of getting through Griffey, Martinez, and Segui without somebody trotting in from third base here?
That's why you don't want to walk anybody, to make it even easier for them to score more runs.
A 3-0 foul from Griffey. Tewksbury did have the 6-hit shutout against Seattle, and then he had a couple of other games against the Mariners where he didn't pitch nearly as well. He got the win in one of those games. Some of those starts, of course, coming for other teams against the Twins. And now he's come back to get a full count with Griffey.
Well, one thing you're going to get out of Bob Tewksbury every time he walks out there, already with going into his 5th inning of work, no base on balls.
I thought Griffey might have pulled something in that swing. He's wincing a little bit. Three and 2 with Rodriguez at third and nobody out. A called third strike. We'll try to keep an eye on Griffey. He may have pulled something on that foul ball on strike 2. Not very often that he doesn't offer at strike 3.
Well, Tewksbury with good control gets the call right here. Take a look up on top. That's a strike.
Producer Tom Ponke tells us that he thinks strike 2, the foul ball, hit Griffey in the foot. So we'll assume that that is what caused him to wince. Twins bring the whole infield in here for Martinez. All right, here's strike 2. It's a foul ball on a pitch that is inside. Right down on the right foot. I thought for a moment maybe a rib cage pull or something like that. Apparently not. 0-1 to Edgar Martinez. Past Mears into left field. It's an RBI single and now a 4-2 Seattle lead. So Martinez, hitting 200 coming into the game, is 3 for 3 tonight against Bob Tewksbury.
And most importantly, 3 RBIs for Martinez. With the infield drawn in, you take the chance that a hard hit ball can get through. Pat Mears is back. Maybe you may not get Rodriguez at first. Little cut fastball. Ball getting through to left field.
Seattle with 9 hits, and now David Segui comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with 2 ground balls to Todd Walker. Twins have taken 5 walks, have just the 4 hits. That's why they've scored just 2 runs. Squirted. That's a tough play, but Mears makes it. Walker throws, double play. Hit right off the end of the bat. The Twins get a 6-4-3 double play after the Mariners get their run.
Credit the playful performance of a Dodge Dakota to its quick ratio steering and precision-tuned suspension. Dakota's a blast to drive, and this lease certainly won't dampen your enthusiasm. Here's a big surprise from the truck that's full of surprises. Buy a Dodge Dakota and get a Magnum V6 at no extra charge. So to satisfy your lust for more power, see the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Even as a young girl, she had a quality that made her undeniably endearing. But when Norma Jean Baker changed her name to Marilyn Monroe, that's when her star really began to rise. At First Bank, we've made an important change too. First Bank is now U.S. Bank.
Hiya, son.
Hi, Dad.
I'm off to work now.
Okay, Dad.
With complete 24-hour service, Geico Auto Insurance starts working on your claim immediately.
Be careful with her.
We'll get you back in your car quickly, so you won't have to rely on alternate transportation. Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
It is time for the MSC Have a Ball giveaway. We have a winner from Duluth, Minnesota. Clark Anderson gets a Marty Cordova autographed baseball. For your chance to win an autographed ball, send a postcard with your name, address, and phone number to MSC Have a Ball giveaway. Post Office Box 50066, Minneapolis 55405. We'll give away over 100 autographed baseballs this year in the MSC Have a Ball giveaway. And they're not all autographed by Marty Cordova.
Well, maybe that's why he's not playing tonight. He's
signing another dozen balls. I mean, we'll get some Molitor baseballs later on. Are there some Blyleven baseballs to be given away later on?
Yeah.
Some Killebrew baseballs, I'll bet.
That would be nice.
It'll be Molitor, Ortiz, and Coomer, the Twins, having a tough time playing catch-up against Ken Cloud. Ball one. Cloud has done everything wrong in one sense here. He's gotten gotten away with a couple of leadoff walks, then a 2-out walk in the fourth. The first of 3 walks issued in the inning led to a Twins run, but he left the bases full. Twins have just 4 hits. Lawton's home run. A pair of hits by Walker and Steinbach's single. Off the handle of the bat again. Man alive, he snaps some bats. 1 away. Third time the Molitors popped up in today's game. David Ortiz coming to the plate. You look at the schedule, and if you want to see the first game in Minnesota against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, you'll want to come here on the 29th. The next homestand, the Rangers Devil Rays make up a very brief homestand again. The Yankees come here May 8th, 9th, and 10th. The Orioles and Red Sox follow. There's strike one to David Ortiz. Call the charge lines at 33 Twins, 1-800-33-Twins. One and one. Cloud has been in trouble in every inning. 3 ground ball outs. 1-2 to Ortiz. Number 3 for Ortiz on a 1-2 pitch, and it's a 4-3 game. Earlier tonight we were talking about how he has a very good approach and still has good swings when he's behind in the count with 2 strikes. Exhibit A.
Well, he makes the adjustment. In his last at bat, he popped up to the second baseman on a fastball in. Cloud doesn't get it in far enough. And there's the strength of David Ortiz. Even though this ball just landing over the tarp, it's enough for his 3rd home run on the year. Now the game is Seattle 4, the Twins 3.
Strike one to Ron Coomer. Cloud and Ortiz broke in together professionally as teammates with Peoria in 1994, so he knows Mr. Cloud a little bit. Close pitch missing, and it's 1-1. Second home run of the night for the Twins. Earlier, Matt Lawton hit one. And if you can, Cloud, you got to find a way to get through 5 innings here with the lead so you can at least qualify for a win. 2-1 to Coomer. Bullpen got fired up in the 4th, and it looks like if somebody answers the phone at the other end, they're going to get fired up again here in the 5th. Matt Sinatra, bullpen coach, going to get Paul Spoljaric up again. Two and 2 to Coomer. He'll be followed by Orlando Merced. Spoljaric, their long lefty reliever. Tony Fossas, more of a specialty guy to come in to get 1 or 2 hitters out late in the ball game.
Well, he's about 64 years old, isn't he?
Fossas?
Fossas.
2 and 2 to Coomer. Another full count. Fly ball right field. Caught by Radmanovich for out number 2. Two down with the Mariners leading the Twins by a run. Coming up on April 26th at 12:30. And you're asking yourself, what kind of day is that? It is a Sunday. It's a week from tomorrow. At 12:30, the San Marino Grand Prix Formula One racing coming your way on MSC. Swing and a miss by Merced. Twins aren't going away. Every time the Mariners have scored, the Twins have come back with a run in their half of the inning. The difference is the Mariners got 2 in the first and the Twins only got 1. One and 1 to Orlando Merced. Two and 1. On the outside edge. With the 2 home runs tonight so far for the Twins, they have now hit 18 and allowed 15.
What a difference a year makes.
Yeah.
Huh?
A full count with Terry Steinbach due to hit next. A roller to the right side. Segui gobbles it up. The Twins settle for 1. Ortiz hits his 3rd home run of the year, and it's 4-3.
Been in that situation.
Expert analysis only the pros know.
That's not smart basketball.
Weeknights, Craig Simpson and James Worthy take you inside.
Okay, let's go to the Fox scope.
And tell it like it is.
You can't play like that if you want to win.
Worthy, Simpson, these guys pull no punches.
Now what was he thinking?
Fox Sports News Primetime. We are there. Weeknights at 10.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me.
The Hoover Steam Vac Ultra has 5 rotating brushes. Plus, it has a powered hand tool with 2 more brushes. It cleans like a whole crew of professionals. So, you know, there's really no comparison.
Hoover, nobody
Steam Vac Ultra
does it like you.
Moral of the story? Get the world's fastest sport utility vehicle. Introducing the Grand Cherokee 5.9 Limited. Peterson's 4-wheel and off-road magazine's 4x4 of the year.
He's not gonna call. He said he'd call, he'll call. He said 7:30. It's almost 8. He's a boy, remember?
Has your computer put your phone on hold? Get an additional line from US West. Save up to $30 before May 15th.
I'll call. Dad, you have no idea what you're doing to my social life.
Life's better here. US West.
4-3 our score. We go to the 6th. Bob Tewksbury to face Glenn Allen Hill, Jeff Hewson, and Dan Wilson. A strike. On a foul ball into the corner. Hill singled and scored his last time up. Fly ball right center field. Otis Nixon in front of Merced for the catch, one away. Tewksbury's given up a lot of hits, but that's kind of his game.
Yeah, that's what way Bob Tewksbury's always around the plate. In this Seattle ball club, they can hit. And what you try not to do is let Seattle just pound away like they did the first inning. 3 pitches, all of a sudden there's 2 runs.
Hewson singled his last time up. A strike. Hewson chopped the ball to Todd Walker's right. Glenn Allen Hill seemed confused as to where the ball was hit. Stopped about 8 feet from second base, and Todd Walker tried to get the force out. Here's a similar chopper. Walker fields it and throws him out. 2 down.
That's a lot tougher play than it looks. Todd Walker doing a good job coming in on that ball, getting it on before it hits the big hop. Hewson again trying the same thing. Good breaking ball down, just chopping it down right there. Todd Walker coming in, and a good throw.
2 away, and Dan Wilson the hitter. Laid down a sacrifice bunt his last time up. And there's strike 1. 9 hits allowed by Tewksbury, but no walks. Kept the ball in the ballpark. 1-1.
It's really fun to watch. I mean, over his career, averages less than 2 walks per 9 innings. Actually 1.42 walks per 9 innings. And another very low pitch count game for Tewksbury.
1-2. And he is fun to watch because he is a pitcher.
Well, he doesn't strike out a lot of people. He makes the defense make good plays.
Fly ball center field. 61 pitches through 6 innings. A pretty good night for Bob Tewksbury, but he's down by a run.
Minnesota wraps up their 4-game series with the Seattle Mariners tomorrow at 1 on MSC, your Minnesota Twins connection.
Come on, we'll be having a ball with the Twins.
Here is an easy quiz. True or false? Dodge Caravan is America's best-selling minivan. Good. And right now, Grand Caravan comes with how much cash back? Very good. Now page 2. Check off which features come with this Caravan. Correct. Yet it's still America's lowest price minivan at just, oh, very, very good. So please circle which minivan you want now. Excellent. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Hey, this game plan's a winner. It's a gritty and challenging task, but Team Tires Plus trains hard to bring you world-class service, keeping your car in condition for the daily hustle on the gridiron. Tires Plus knows brakes. Tires Plus knows shocks and struts. Tires Plus knows tires. They're the top people for the bottom of your car.
Low warehouse prices, fast, world-class service, Tires Plus.
Homecoming queens with a twinkle in their eye. RC Cola and the 4th of July. It's a choice we're given. It's a life we're living. Ride on the freedoms, clear blue sky.
It's as basic as red, white, and blue. The freedom to choose the taste that's right for you. It doesn't get more American than that. So be free. Drink RC.
MSC viewers, I want you to listen up. It's still the same great show with the same 3 beautiful people. We're just changing the time. Sunday nights at 8:30 this spring and summer, the sports show right here on MSC.
Seattle with the lead. Ken Cloud did complete 5 innings, and his night's work is done. Paul Spoljaric enters the game on a U.S. West call to the bullpen.
Well, Spoljaric coming in for the 10th time, a 1-0 record. 9 innings pitched, has allowed 9 walks, 9 strikeouts. Opponents are only hitting 167 off of him.
Spoljaric gave up the big grand slam to Mo Vaughn earlier in the road trip for the Mariners. Here's Terry Steinbach to start the bottom of the 6th. Ball 1. At the expense of the Twins, Bobby Ayala is probably not available tonight because he has pitched on 3 successive nights. So as we work our way through the late innings here, the guy who has apparently been ordained now as the Mariner closer is not available. So I'm sure that Lou Piniella would have liked to have gotten another inning or 2 from Ken Cloud, but it didn't work out that way. Deep down the right field line, it's 2-1.
Every time I see Spoljaric pitch, I think of Steve Carlton. Has a lot of his same mannerisms, the long arm, quick breaking ball. There's Lou Piniella. Almost the same delivery.
Yeah? I'd never noticed that before, but you're right. Two and 2 to Steinbach.
Probably just doesn't twitch as much as Steve Carlton used to. Spoljaric mainly fastball and a pretty good breaking ball. There's a good slider right there.
Now, if he's got Carlton's slider, he'll be around for about 15 years. Even facially a little bit from that angle, he looks like Steve Carlton. Another broken bat. 1 away. 1 down, and Todd Walker will come to the plate.
The second baseman, Todd Walker.
Spoljaric coming over with Mike Timlin for Jose Cruz Jr. just prior to the trading deadline last year.
From Toronto. Spoljaric signed with the Toronto Blue Jays back in 1990.
And Walker has 3 hits tonight. A single to right, a double, and another single to left. And the tying runs aboard with 1 out.
Well, I usually like to say a high chopper over the mound. This is just a high chopper over third baseman Jeff Hewson. No chance.
Pat Mears at the plate. 0 for 1 with a walk. Strike 1. It's been a frustrating night for the Twins in that a well-placed hit here or there and they'd be able to get over the hump, tie the game, maybe take the lead, but it just has not happened yet. Now a chance here with a 1-out single to maybe get some production from the number 9 hitter. Roll the lineup over again and string together some hits and walks and take the lead for the first time. They have over 23,000 as the paid attendance here tonight. Another nice walk-up sale. The sense I get, Bert, and it's early, but the sense I get is that the fans are cognizant of the fact that this is a different team than last year, and so far a much better team.
I really feel, Dick, what's helped this attendance is the way that the starting pitching has really pitched. You know, when you go into a ball game, yes, you might lose some 3-2 ball games, but I think overall the fans want to come see two teams be very competitive. And the Twins, even though they're one game under 500, have been very competitive.
5 one-run losses among the 8. 2 strikes here to Mears with a runner at first and 1 out. 1-2. And it helps too, I think, that you've had Eric Milton make a big splash as a starting pitcher. And how about David Ortiz? A couple of doubles last night, a home run tonight.
He's fun to watch. And then you have the consistency of Brad Ratke, the year he had last year.
1-2 to Pat Mears. And a throw to first.
And I think the Twins, too, have tried so hard to bring in all these different packages that they've put together to get the fans in, that they are the lowest ticket price in all of baseball.
One and 2 to Mears. 2-2. Fans want something or someone to get excited about. And Pat Mears is off to a great start. But I think everyone realizes he'll settle in and he'll probably hit about 270 with a dozen or so home runs and 60 to 70 runs batted in. He'll pop up to the left side. Rodriguez retreats. He's got it for out number 2. But I think fans are starting to get excited about David Ortiz. 2 down in the 6th. Let's go back to the very beginning of the ball game. The Twins' first inning. Leadoff man Otis Nixon chopped one to Joey Cora.
Yeah, Otis trying to utilize his speed. You see just getting out of the box a little slow, slipping, but Joey Cora coming up with a great pickup. And that is our Hoover pickup of the game.
Here is Nixon, who now will hit right-handed against Spoljaric. And Walker got a great jump, and Nixon fouled the pitch off. Walker might have been able to steal that bag standing up. Look at this jump by Todd Walker.
Catcher Dan Wilson might as well hold that ball. That ball goes through. Nixon doesn't foul it off.
And now you're Spoljaric, and you've got the high leg kick like Steve Carlton. And now do you try a slide step? And if you do, what's that do to the pitch?
Well, with 2 outs right here, I'm going to go after the hitter. I don't care if he steals second and third. Can't score if Nixon doesn't get a base hit like he does right here.
Walker will turn at second and head to third. Here goes Nixon to second, and he is in there. A double off the glove of the pitcher.
And you said Otis Nixon doesn't get extra base hits.
So the Twins get a break. And now the tying runs at third. The go-ahead runs at second.
Well, Nixon getting a fastball, hitting it back up the middle. Spoljaric has a spring in his glove, and it springs all the way to left field. And Todd Walker alertly noting that Hill doesn't have the best of arms. And the quickness of Otis Nixon just gliding in the second.
Yeah, in that case, if Walker is tentative and decides to hold up at second, not only is he stuck at second, but Nixon can't advance to second. So in taking the extra base, perhaps if the Twins can get a hit here from Lawton, they'll get 2 runs rather than 1. And Lawton, if you've been paying attention, you know he can hit left-handers very well. Second and third, 2 away. Ball 1.
And what we're seeing so far is just typical things that have happened to the bullpen of Seattle.
Things have stabilized over the last 3 nights for the most part. Stan Williams is not going to take any chances at all here with this 1-run lead. Last 2 pitches missing the strike zone. You see Heathcliff Slocum down there, head in hand. We'll tell a great story about Stan Williams and how early in his career he had a clause in his contract. He got a bonus if he walked fewer than X number of hitters. And so the story goes, when he'd get to 3-0 or 3-1, he'd just go ahead and hit the guy. Just so he wouldn't have a walk. Thinking if he's going to reach anyway, bang.
And who's going to come out and say anything to Stan Williams?
2-0 to Matt Lawton. 2-1.
I grew up watching Stan Williams pitch with the Dodger organization. He had Drysdale. He had Larry Sherry. Those guys love to pitch inside.
Koufax.
Yeah, Sandy just threw the ball right down the middle. Nobody could hit him anyway.
Early in his career, he had some control problems.
Yes,
he tried to throw it down the middle, but he couldn't. 2-1 to Matt Lawton with the Twins trailing by a run. Now 3-1 with Paul Molitor on deck. No activity in the Seattle bullpen. Remember, they are essentially a man short tonight with Bobby Ayala having pitched the last 3 games. A walk loads him up. The Twins left the bases full in the 4th. And now Molitor will have a chance to turn the game around perhaps here in the 6th. The 6th walk issued by Seattle pitching. Hey, the fans really getting into it. Some of them standing up here in the 6th.
Well, no better person to give a standing ovation to but this man right here, Paul Molitor.
Strike 1. Jarek and Molitor teammates very briefly back in 1994. Now 2 strikes to Molitor. Paul has not had a real good homestand so far. The Mariners have pitched him tough. He was 1 for 5 on Thursday night, 1 for 3 last night. A 2-strike foul. A check swing. Is that a foul ball? Molitor acting as if it is, and the runners taking the base anyway, but it was apparently a check swing foul.
That ball almost looked like it hit in front of home plate and then hit Paul's bat. Take a look at this here. Yeah, it did.
Huh? Boy.
I thought it hit home plate or in front of home plate first.
Boy, that doesn't happen very often.
Jeez.
Imagine what happens if that ball doesn't
Tony
hit the
Oliva
bat.
would have hit that ball out of the ballpark.
Wilson's blocking ability really would have been tested there. just off the outside corner, a strike, and that may have been a strike to every other right-handed hitter in the league except Paul Molitor. Wow.
Take a look at this.
It was outside.
It's outside, but we have seen that call before.
Chopper right side. Cora fields it and beats Lawton to the bag. And again, the Twins come up a hit short in the sixth.
Making your car or truck look great is a breeze at Champion Auto Stores. Stop in right now and pick up the McGuire's product you want. Save money. We'll even throw in some Terry towels. It's the weekly special at Champion Auto.
Tom, where you going? Hey, we got a ball game here. Pardon me.
Pitcher got a rubber arm. It's has. Huh? Pitcher has a rubber arm.
If education is important to you, talk to your child's school about raising academic standards. Call 1-800-38-BE-SMART for a free booklet and be a big league parent.
Need a tiller that's powerful and easy to control? Grab Snapper's new Groundbreaker tiller. Unlike ordinary tillers, the Groundbreaker's tines rotate opposite the tires to dig deeper, break new ground better, and mix soil more aggressively than any other tiller, usually in just one pass. The Groundbreaker's user-friendly design and Snapper legendary quality help maintain a rich, luscious garden season after season.
Snapper. Anything less just won't till it.
Want to be a better do-it-yourselfer? Learning how to do things the right way and the safe way is as easy as watching Car Care Seminar. Plus, each week we have great weekly specials available down at Champion Auto. So tune in to Car Care Seminar.
For the most part, the Twins are playing pretty good baseball this year. This game, in a way, kind of symbolizing the way the season has gone. So many of these losses for the Twins have been one run or one hit short of a win.
Well, you look back at the fourth inning, bases loaded, Matt Lawton up for 2 outs and flies out to center field. This last inning, Paul Molitor up. You have the right men up. We've seen Ron Coomer so many times this year up, and he's the right guy, but he's unable to get that big hit. So hopefully as the season goes on, things will get better.
Now, Bob Tewksbury has to go out there and maintain order here. Twins have left the bases full twice. Had a great opportunity in the second inning with a walk and 2 singles, but didn't score there. The only runs have come a single run in the first, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. Ryan Redmanovich drives one to center, but Otis Nixon is there for the first out. One away in the seventh. That'll bring up Joey Cora.
Joey Cora coming into this ball game with a 16-game hitting streak. 0 for 3 so far. He's grounded out a couple times and hit a fly ball to right.
Darren Erstad's hit in every game for Anaheim. And Joey Cora likewise for Seattle. Cora making the All-Star team last year. Some said at the expense of Paul Molitor. The decision made, if that was the case, certainly because Seattle a contending team and the Twins were not contending at any time last year. Chuck Knobloch, the only Twin going to the All-Star game last year. Of course, he won't be going for the Twins this year. It'll be interesting to see if Molitor makes it or who is represented for the Twins. And that's one thing I've always felt has been great about so many things about the baseball All-Star game, but the practice of taking one player from every team, regardless of their record, is what I think really makes it interesting for fans across the board. You don't, whether you're from Pittsburgh or Seattle, you know your team is going to be represented.
Well, this year's All-Star game is going to be in Colorado. Look at the year that Dante Bichette's having so far. I doubt if any of their pitchers are going to be there.
And Tewksbury gives him the slow curve right on the outside corner for a strikeout, out number 2. You know what we haven't seen since Tewksbury brought that pitch out last year? I don't know that I've ever seen a hitter swing at it.